Hey everybody, welcome to another video from Allmad. Look, I've been ever since I posted my Barbarian skill guide. I just thought I'd post this to help people realize about what they need, what kind of armor they need, and what kind of stats they should stack. Because I have a lot of questions, asking, what kind of armor do I need? Well, do I need to do this? Do I do that? So what I want to do is I want to help y'all out, okay? So that way y'all can have something more to look at. As far as my abilities that I use, you can go check out my other video. There is a link to it, tells you exactly what position they're in, how to set them up, and everything. Alright, for right now, let's look at this. Right now, I have the Minfo of Twilight sitting on my helm, mostly because I like the additional increased attack speed, because as you see, I'm using a two-handed weapon. You want increased attack speed no matter what, but more so for a two-hander, because they swing slow. If you're dual wielding two one-handers, you may want to go with the Immortal King set helm, because you don't need that much more attack speed. And brings me on to my next thing is the Immortal King set. Very good for barbarians. As you see, I'm wearing it now. Um, I would like to find a belt that overdoes what I have now, mostly towards this set, because it'd be great to get that 5 set bonus for the maximum fury regeneration, and of course the 5 life per fury spent. And as a whirlwind spec, you use a lot of fury and really quick, so that'll keep you healed. Okay, so mostly you're gonna have to worry about if you got to decide whether you're gonna go two hand or two one hand. Doesn't matter which way you go. If you go two hand, grab a scorn with a crap load of strength on it. Simple as that. You're gonna want to get that and get your critical damage up as much as you can. As far as your gloves, like I see, I have my Emerald Kings, but you want to try to get something with crit hit chance with 10%. That's going to be a major thing for you. As far as your belt, I would suggest either this one or the Immortal King's belt, which also has damage dealt. Try to get the 3% and as much strength as you possibly can get on it. Not to mention this one over the other one, over the Immortal Kings one, is a little bit better in my opinion, because it has that 1% crit hit chance. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a stat that's on an item that it's not normally on. Again, going back to attack speed, this is a good one to have. The Ennis Temperance, just the pants. You don't care about all the other dexterity crap and all that. Get as much strength as if you're going to, like I said, if you're going two-hander, you're going to want the attack speed. The attack speed, you need to get that attack up as fast as possible if you're going to go two-hander, which is nothing wrong with it. As you see, I'm sitting at 161,000 base damage, so it's not too bad. Okay, as far as shoulders, there hasn't really been too much shoulders out there that I like. I mean, you want to get a Vile Ward if you can get one with decent amount of strength and vitality on it. But obviously the resistances as well. That's one thing you want to build up. Look at my stats right here. All my resistances without buffs is at 500 or over. That's not perfect, but as you see when I throw that on, it brings up to 600 or more over. So you just try to get them as high as you can. You want to get your resistances as high as you can. On the necklace, you're going to definitely want anything with crit hit chance and crit hit damage. I got lucky here when I made this amulet, and I got life one hit, so that's not too bad. As far as your bracers, you're going to get something with crit hit chance, possibly crit hit damage if you can. Obviously, those are your two main stats: crit hit chance, crit hit damage. You want to worry about your resistances. Then you're going to go to your crit hit chance, crit hit damage. Now, the only thing that's going to come before crit hit chance, crit hit damage is your attack speed if you're doing a two-hander. That's just straight up. Like I said, attack speed, attack speed is going to be what you need for a two-hander. Reason why you don't need it for one-handers, because they attack a lot faster. See, like this has 1 attack per second. Those have more. And if you're doing two one-handers, that's great. Make sure at least one has lifesteal and one has crit hit damage. Great if you can have two of them that have both. That's even better. You just make sure they have a lot of strength, vitality, and damage. Try to get them over 1000k DPS. 1000 right there. And as far as your boots, you want something with increased movement speed, high resistance, and like I said, you're going back to the Immortal Kings. You want to stick with that Immortal Kings with those boots. In my opinion, some people like the Firewalkers. Firewalkers, there's no problem with that. They have the 12 speed, and they're actually better in the short run, not the long run. At the end game, Immortal Kings, in my opinion, is the best. But the Firewalkers can be good if you're just trying to level up and running NP1 and you're doing massive damage. That little trail of fire helps. It'll help you kill little enemies and kill them faster, so you don't have to go back and kill them. As far as your rings, obviously you want a Hellfire ring that does decent damage and has everything you get. If you can get one with attack speed, that's even better. As you see, I have a semi-good one right here. It's not too bad. And of course, I went with the Landity of Undaunted, mostly because the resistances. It's got a real good crit hit chance on it. If you want to, you can give it. Not to mention, reduces damage from elites. I mean, some people don't think that as a good stat to have, but when you're going to end game, damage to elites or damage reduced from elites is a really good thing to have on it. That's the only thing that doesn't stack up. Like if you have something that says extra damage to elites, it's not going to stack up into your DPS. So your DPS may only be at 150, 140,000, but if you have a lot to elite damage, that's what's going to really matter in the long run. Alright, let's see. Like I said, your stats, like I said, you want to focus on it. So what you're really wanting to get is your resists. Then you want to get attack speed if you're two-handed. Then you work your crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and then strength, of course, and of course your health. I'm a little bit under 40,000, but it's not too bad. Like literally a little bit. But I think I'm 21 health from 40,000. You want to try to keep it as 40,000, as close to 40,000 as you possibly can. That's the best thing to do. Is keep it around 40,000, and with your life gain, you'll just continuously gain life. Well, I really hope this has helped y'all out a lot. There's going to be a lot of controversy with, of course, the Emerald instead of the Ruby inside weapons because of the new buff they got from the patch. In my opinion, it's good to have excuse me, the Emerald, depending on your crit hit chance. Like you see, mine's over 54%. You want to have a high crit hit chance, or else that Emerald's not going to be better than the Ruby anyway. So I just hope I helped y'all out there, and for those who had all those questions, if you have any more questions, feel free to leave comments below. And if you have any suggestions for other videos y'all want to do, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Y'all take care.